Hi, this is Kim with Mom's Creative Moments, coming to you with day 2 of our 12 days of layouts for Christmas. And this one is a special two-page spread that's designed to showcase a progressive activity that we're doing with our church, where we're showing the life of Christ again. And this is designed actually to show each of the different steps along the way. So there's going to be several different pieces to this layout. Here I've got one side of the layout completed already, and I'm going to show you how to do the second side here real quick. This is using the Winter Days paper from Creative Memories. This was part of our Thanksgiving Black Friday special. And so just to give you a heads up, this layout, because there are so many pieces, I pre-cut several of them, but I will give you the measurements of them so that you can go ahead and cut your own. All right, so this is the blue starry give me a minute, it'll come to me. Wow, I'm so sorry, my brain is just having a hard time. This is the Starry Night shimmer paper, and it is used up here on this page. We're going to actually use it down here on the base of our right hand page, and I'm just going to scoot this page just a little bit farther out of the way so that I can make this one a little bit closer in focus for everyone. So I used the wavy trimmer on this, and let me just show you real quick so you can get good measurements for it. So I lined my paper up and centered it on the trimmer. So you'll notice that it starts one line down from the bumper and one line up from the bumper is where the 12-inch page is centered, so that my waves are all nice and centered on my page. They're not offset at all. And then this is measured, the edge of this paper is measured to the 4 1/4 mark on your ruler on the end of the gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm having a hard time talking today, on the edge of your trimmer. All right, so put the edge of your paper at 4 1/4, and this cut will be perfect. And just make 2 of them, one for the top of the left page and one for the bottom of the right page, and you'll be good to go. All right. Now, I used our, I'm going to go ahead and just put this on since I have it out and we've been talking about it. Once again, this is repositionable adhesive, which isn't super important for this particular piece that I'm going down, but it will be important for the other pieces. So I'm just going to use the same for this whole layout. I'm putting it about 1/4 inch up from the base, because you'll notice that on this page is about 1/4 inch down. So push that across like that. All right. And on this page, it's going to be just a little bit different. I'm going to use our nativity punch to punch a cute design across this one. So let me set this aside here real quick. I'm going to grab our nativity punch. This is something new that just came out this year, 2021. And we're going to use our white shimmer paper, and we're going to just punch a row of this cute little nativity with the angel. I just can't get enough of. Her trumpet sometimes catches on the internal mechanisms of the punch. So just be kind of careful as you move this punch along that you don't get that caught. Most of the time it doesn't cause a problem. Every now and then, as soon as you think it's not going to be a problem, it is. All right, now you notice we have a couple little stray flags on this punch. You just grab your scissors, trim those off real quick. Along the lines of the design. Harder for me sometimes when I'm shaking, because I do have a trimmer in my hand, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. All right, now we're gonna just cut this at 1/8. So you're gonna line it up on your trimmer and put the very base of your design on the far right-hand line on your mat, on your cutting mat. And then that will give you a 1/8 inch base for your cut. All right, so there we go with that. And we'll put that right on there. It's such a cute punch. I try to use it whenever I can, so I really do like it. All right, so let's go ahead and add some adhesive to this. Ah, goodness. A little bit of leverage. Sometimes it's needed. And again, you don't have to put adhesive on every last little bit of this, but with the repositionable adhesive, you can just kind of run it over the open areas. You don't have to worry about it sticking. You don't have to worry about it getting all over your mat. See, I don't have anything on my mat, which is so nice. But if I did, I could just rub it right off and nothing would be bothered by it. Now I'm not going to set this all the way down to the bottom of my blue paper. I'm going to leave about 1/8 of an inch just so that I have a border of color underneath my punch. And just very carefully kind of pat it down so that everything that needs to be stuck down is stuck down. All right, there we go. Now I pulled out this laser border with the idea that I was thinking I wanted to put it across here, but now I'm thinking that I don't know if I really like that. So maybe we'll add it up here, kind of like the mittens that are on this page. We'll see when we get that far. Let's go ahead and get the rest of our squares down. These squares are cut using the Victorian blade on our 12-inch trimmer. There are multiple different blades you can use. I used the Victorian blade to give it a little bit of variety. And these are cut at 4.5 inches square so that you can mat a 4-inch photo really nicely. Let's see, so we're going to continue our little story. You'll notice it starts here and curls up this way. So I want to continue that story on down so that my eye will follow it. So I'm going to go ahead and use, let's see. We'll use the trees and then follow the same kind of design that we had over there. Problem is going to be that I don't want to cover up my nativity, so I'm going to maybe need to overlap this just a smidge. tuck, 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 tuck. All right. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. And the reason that I'm leaving all kinds of gaps is because I want to be able to talk about each one of these photos that will be on this page. And so I want there to be space where I can journal and write about each of these things. Now, the question I have for myself is, do I feel like I need to put something in this space up here, since I have something along all the way along the bottom and all the way along the top? Do we want to add just a little bit of color in the middle here with some snowflakes? Sure, we could do that. We could do that. So how many snowflakes do we need? Because I don't want to put my outlines over the snowflakes. So I'm going to trim it right here. I'm going to use my precision cut scissors because they are awesome. And you can get into some fairly tight places with these scissors because of their point. So I'm just going to round those edges and make it look like it was supposed to only be that long. We're going to go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive on that and put this down along the edge in between those. Okay. We're going to do each one of these squares. Just to put things right up along the edge of my designs. But in the last few years, I couldn't stop doing that unless it's a specific design element of my page. And, just ever so. Anyway, as I'm saying, I don't know exactly why I stopped putting things right up along the edge, but I have noticed that about myself. So I go through kind of phases of doing things a certain way. Then it's almost like I get tired of seeing it that way, so I do it a different way. Since I've done this over 20 years, you know, you just learn different tricks from seeing the way other people put their pages together. That's why it's so fun to be part of a creative community, because then you get to share other people's ideas. All right. This one is going to just my slightly overlapping one. Okay, I think we are pretty well done with this particular one. All right, so there we go. We've got our 2 pages, and this again, these 2 pages tell a story. Starting over here, we'll have a title up here in the corner. There will be journaling hidden amongst all the photographs that will be on this page. Typically, I don't put quite so many photos, but occasionally I'd rather put more photos on the page than have to do 6 layouts that are the same. So this tells the story, and it's all together. So, all right, thanks so much for joining me. Come back tomorrow. We will have day 3 of our 12 days of Christmas layouts for you. All right, thanks. Thanks so much. Have a Merry Christmas. Hope you're enjoying the season. And we'll see you then. Keep creating.